Hey guys, welcome back to SJG Perspective. I'm still laughing from that last segment on Chaz, man. Oh, I don't know why that just was so funny to me. A little more serious segment here. This one I wanted to touch on what happens to Black Lives Matter and the leftists, the hardcore leftists, when you present to them facts, right? When you present to them science, the party of science, right? They like to make fun of us because we say the science is bad on, let's say, global warming or climate change, and we're science deniers and we're rubes. But then when you present them with some hardcore statistics, right? Some cold hard facts and statistics, they don't want to listen to it, and they melt down. What am I talking about? There's this video right now by Ami Horowitz, and let's play this. It's about a 3-minute clip. We'll play this, and then I'll give you some thoughts here.
I'm Ami Horowitz, and the protests that have convulsed our nation are based on the premise that the police are racist writ large, that they target black people for death. But the statistics don't support that conclusion. In fact, the data shows the exact opposite. According to the Washington Post and a new joint study by Michigan State University and the University of Maryland, which tracked every police shooting in every precinct across the country, it found that more white people are killed by police, both armed and unarmed. And controlling for crime rates, white people are disproportionately killed by officers. In fact, when there is a police shooting, black citizens are more likely to have been shot by black officers. So I went to a Black Lives Matter protest to explain my findings. Spoiler alert, it didn't go well.
You think?
It's not a race issue.
Yes, it is.
More white people are killed by the police than black people.
Oh, no.
A lot more.
Where does that statistic come from?
The Washington Post. Most of black people who were shot and killed by the police were killed by black police officers. That can't be a race issue.
Sure it can.
Why?
I'm getting angry. I don't want to talk anymore. I'd like to see.
That right there is amazing to me. Well, sure it can. Okay, well, how? How is this just a race issue? When we're presenting these statistics and facts to you that more black people are shot by black officers than white officers, how is that a race issue? Well, sure it can. And it would be in their mind. They're saying, well, those are Uncle Toms, right? And those are these as they say coons, right? That are just these turncoat blacks that are. And you can be a white supremacist. It's an ideology. It doesn't matter if you're what skin color you are. It's the mental gymnastics they have to jump through to support what they feel is. It's the cognitive dissonance is just staggering. It's the challenging their brain, that this brainwashing and their virtue signaling, what they do here causes them to literally melt down. It's just like a blue screen on a computer that just freezes up and goes nah. When your computer just goes nah, and then it just reboots itself. That's what literally is happening with these people when you present them with these facts.
What are you doing here? Do you think that black lives don't matter?
Why would she say that? No, it's not that I don't think black lives matter. And he says this right here. It's not that we don't think black lives matter. We think that black lives are part of all lives and all lives matter and all lives are sacred. We're just saying that what you're marching for, that there's this systemic law enforcement killing black people like crazy, doesn't match up with the statistic. The statistics done by very liberal arts colleges, liberal-leaning colleges, liberal-leaning facility or organizations that have done this. Not to mention the FBI or the CDC or the Bureau of Justice and Statistics, right? Not to mention all those stats that back up what these other findings have shown. It's because this is literally a political / religious movement. It's a brainwashing that's taking place, and it's sweeping the nation, and most people are going along with it.
Of course Black Lives Matter.
It's really sweet that you're trying this.
No, but what do you want to see?
But I don't have any. I can't handle your facts and statistics, and this is going to be completely a movement. This is an emotional movement. So I'm not going to engage with you because I have absolutely no way to engage with what you're saying right now under the premise you're saying it.
You know what? You're not interested in the statistics?
No, I don't want to talk to you. What's your take on this?
My take is there's no question there is police.
No, get to the point. What is your actual point?
There's no question that there's police brutality. But it's not based on race.
Oh, God. Are you hey, there's a bunch of over there you can go suck.
I'm sorry, do you care about the data?
Did you hear us? We said off.
I heard you, but I'm curious. Can we have a conversation? The data doesn't support that there's racial police brutality. More black people, more unarmed.
All the way off. All the way off.
So you don't care about the data?
All the way off. Your data can go suck the same dick you're gonna go suck.
Says the big bear. Says the big gay bear. That's the only thing you can come up with because it's probably the only thing on his mind. But seriously, guys, the widespread movement right now, this is a widespread movement that is being championed worldwide. And it's not based on facts. Again, I believe the police need reform. I believe there needs to be a lot of reform done within the police department. But the facts do not support their thesis, their idea, their narrative that the blacks are just systematically being shot and killed by police, and especially by white police, right? That is not what is happening. That's not what's happening.
Were killed by cops.
What is your purpose here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? For what?
Can I,
For what?
do you want me to answer?
This is a
do you want me to?
Right, this is a protest. So you
Right, it's a protest based on bad facts. It's a protest based on brainwashing. It's a protest based on a narrative that's false, that's causing massive division because it's designed to cause massive division. And the reason I'm doing what I'm doing, and I think this guy's doing what he's doing, is not to try to cause more division. It's to try to wake people up so we can start to come together and we can say, yes, we can united, black, white, brown, green, blue, whatever, come together and as one force, as one united as one force, we can come against this false lie that's being pushed that's tearing our country apart. And that's exactly what it's designed to do. That is exactly what it's designed to happen right now. It's designed to pull America apart and pull us down. That is what they're trying to do. That is what they want to do.
Do you want me to answer? Or?
So that's when your whole stat and your whole report gets ripped up.
Well,
that's what America puts out to distort your mind so that you believe it, so that you can come out here and talk this bullshit.
Have a discussion.
See, he just said exactly what's happening, but it's in the reverse. These stats, this narrative, this emotional story that is being rammed into and brainwashed into people, literally just programmed into people's mind right now. That's what's being, that is what needs to be ripped up, because those are the lies. Those are the lies that are pushed by the media, by the politicians, by the corporations, by the celebrities, by the echo chamber, and it's all controlled. It's all working in unison to spread these lies and to program us and to get us mad and to get us divided, to get us fighting. Not to truly pull down the privileged and the elite, the truly privileged and the elite. Not to truly look for actual reform, but to pull America to its knees, completely destroy it, and turn it into a Chaz. To go into making it nationwide into a Chaz mentality. No cops, all freedom, all do whatever the hell you want to, which would be terrible for our country and for our society and for our communities and for us as individuals. Economically, every which way you can put it, it would be terrible. And that's what they want. They want that because then it does give them the ultimate right, just like Donald Trump was talking about coming in and clearing out Chaz, right? No, that's what the government and the powers that be and the elite and this agenda, this globalist agenda wants. They need to bring America to their knees so then they can have the right to roll out the military and then just round up all these dissidents and do with them what they want to do with them. You think in China, like they do in China, they roll up and they're good with dissidents? No. Right now, these guys are being useful idiots to pull down America to its roots or to its foundations, completely destroy it so it can be built back into this globalist utopia vision that the elitists want for it. These global elites, this cabal, if you will, wants for America, because you can't have a worldwide united government, a worldwide one world government utopia with America being strong and America being on its feet. You have to tear America down, and that's why we're seeing happen what's happening. And I don't have a lot of hope that it's going to stop. I think it's too far gone, if I'm being totally honest. I hope I'm wrong. I want to fight to the death on this and scream until I'm ushered into the cattle car, ushered into the box car, and trucked off to wherever it is they're going to put these re-education camps. But if we don't do something, that's exactly what's going to happen, because then the government has the power to come in and to clean up the streets and to get control of all this power. They cause the problem so they can have the solution.
Because I don't think it's here for the right purpose. Right, you're not here for the right purpose. You can leave. You can leave.
Oh, you're not here for the right
There's
purpose.
a bunch of dicks over there. You can go suck.
What the f*** you bothering me for?
Fair enough.
Out of here.
Put your mask back on and shut the fuck out of here with all your statistics and your science and shit, right? Get the fuck out of here with that, man. We're here because we've been emotionally programmed to be here, and I don't see how you don't understand.
No, there aren't. There are cops, and they're all
But you agree there are good cops, though?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
There's no good cops?
No, there's no good cops.
Thank you.
But what?
But
But don't you? Don't.
So, if you don't see the absolute ridiculousness in what that last guy just said and the parallels that we could say, he said there's no good cops. Of course there's good cops, and of course there's bad cops. And of course there needs to be reform within the police department in our policing. Absolutely. I think we all kind of saw that when we were all in lockdown and cops were arresting people for going to the parks. I think that was awakening people, all people, to the fact that, man, you know what, you guys got to actually, defend the Constitution. Defend the Constitution. The right, your freedom of speech, right? Your right to bear arms. Your right to not to be illegally searched and have illegal search and seizures done on you, so on and so forth. And people have just went on and forgotten about that. Moved on past that. And now it's all cops are bad. Really? Are all black people bad? Can we say that then? There's no good black people? Of course not. That's ridiculous. There's no good white people? Well, that is the narrative right now. That's not even funny. Unless you denounce your whiteness, you are not. The only people who have denounced are good white people are those who have bowed down and worshipped at this altar of, have sacrificed their white privilege and have laid it down and recognized it and have bowed down to these authorities and this narrative that has been, foisted upon you. This is a religion. It's an orthodoxy. These people literally, you show them facts. You show them, you try to have a logical, rational conversation with them, and they just melt down. They're, like I said earlier, you get the blue screen on the computer freeze up, and it just shuts off. And I don't know how we stop this. It's kind of freaking me out because it's so controlled by everything, and I don't feel like there's any real allies to say, wait a minute. The people in the room that have any kind of a dissenting opinion are immediately demonized, dehumanized, and shut down and canceled. And it's a freaky situation where we're at. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm hoping we can change some of this. But let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if I'm way off. Let me know what you think. I am open to being wrong. I'm open to understanding, if someone can show me rationally and logically where I'm off. But give me your thoughts, and if you like what I have to say, share it out. And make sure you follow me on DLive and on Parler at SJG Perspective. And we will see you again on the next episode. Till then, without fear or animus, it's SJG. Talk to you later. Bye.